So welcome back to Fernbus Simulator gameplay. We're in gameplay number 2 now. I hope you guys enjoyed the last part. Pretty much our first look to the channel of Fernbus Simulator. But yeah, this is our second part of Fernbus Simulator. So we're currently in Amsterdam. We're on free mode. We're not on any shuttle services or Freeplay services or that. We're just trying this on Freeplay. This is the PS5 version, of course, as you probably know, PS5. So pretty much really good graphics. It's not the PC version, of course, but the graphics are pretty good on the console version. So yeah, this game just came out a couple of weeks ago. So I'm so glad to bring it to the channel now. I think we've got this game because it was great. It was really good that they brought this game to console. And this is the central station. If you're wondering what I'm looking at here, this is the big Amsterdam. This is Amsterdam Central train station. So massive train station, I guessing. Amsterdam is probably a massive city as well. It's obviously scaled down to 120, I guess. Not as big as it is in real life, but big enough in game. And this is the coach that we've got in at the moment. This is a Neoplan Skyliner that we've been driving in the last video as well. I'm not sure what this Flixbus livery is exactly, but it might be a sort of different. Maybe it's a sort of an express livery, but it's Germany at the back here because Flixbus I believe are German. But I believe Flixbus, the fact that we've branched out a lot now. They've branched out to the UK now as well. They're a big company now. So pretty big. So yeah, the Neoplan Skyliner is probably the biggest coach that we own in the game. I don't think we get the DLC buses included. I'll just check it. I'll show you actually maybe when we finish the route or something. I can go through and show you the coaches, but I did show you them briefly, didn't I? So this is this is the interior. Funny how you can open that door actually and shut that door. So a double decker coach, so just like the Enviro 500 or Enviro 400, it's a double decker coach. But it's obviously got everything. It's got tables, got a coffee maker, no doubt it's got a WC in there as well. That's it there, I guess. Very kitted out, this bus, very smart, very smart. They can fit so much in this wee space, can't they? They can cram so much in there, can't they? This is the interior driver's seat here. Very nice. Neoplan are pretty nice. Very smart coaches for sure. We have a door shut, didn't we? Getting this one on. I don't know what engine we've got in this coach anyway. I'm not sure they use Mercedes engines, but I believe they use Merc engines. Or MEM engines. Maybe MEM actually. It's probably an MEM engine they use. It's even Merc or MAN engines. Probably a MAN engine actually more. So yeah, we just left this video off in the last video. We started somewhere in Amsterdam, so we're just gonna go with the flow again where we drive. So we might head up this way. We might head along the autobahn or the motorway here. Quite a long drive. We can take we can try and get to this place. We'll do a lot more driving in this one than city driving. We'll just enjoy the autobahns, eh? So we actually started at Rotterdam in the last video. So we started there, we drove all the way up here to Rotterdam. I mean Amsterdam, I beg your pardon. In fact no, we drove this way, didn't we? Yeah, we drove this way to Amsterdam, and then we're going to probably drive this way. There must be wee service areas here. The PA symbols are. We might go to this wee place here, but we can go as far as we can, you know. It's not in a real schedule in this far. It's like on the road. We just drive to Reveille. I'm just doing this as free flow, I guess. So yeah, so it's a whole different thing. I mean, I've played on the road on the channel for quite a while, and Tourist Bus Simulator. I played this Tourist Bus Simulator, which is the same developers. I did play that on the channel, but I've not really done much. I want to try and stick more Fernbus. What? Did I just cut something there, or did I? I don't know. Just don't know that. I think I'm fine. Didn't hear any damage, but just didn't know that wee bit there. Yeah, we played Tourist Bus Simulator in the first, guessing it was the first while back now. We've not played it in a wee while. I should really get back to Tourist Bus Simulator now. I think about it now. I'm back on it. I'm playing this game now. This is the same developers as Tourist Bus Simulator. But they brought that game to console back in April last year, didn't they? And it was quite popular, but they just had lack of updates to Tourist Bus, didn't they? I'll be mousing here again. God, the walls is behind me as well, so I better mouse soon. Was just let me past. Yeah, so the lack of updates to Tourist Bus Simulator, I felt like that was just sort of the Achilles heel. So that's the thing about Tourist Bus Sim. Got a nice Merc in front of us, but it's not an E-Class, it's an S450, but it's got a weird Merc symbol. Not the 3-star, but the 5. It's the 6-star instead of the 3-star. So it's a slightly different logo. Not the reason for the brand of the vehicles, but it's a very detailed car. Yeah, that's a very detailed model of car. If we stick this game, if we stick these cars in Forza or any like game, you could just put a Merc badge on it, and actually you've got a really detailed car. It's like the way they'll scan these cars. It's not like they've just thrown them on the box, you know, like most of the AI in games are just simply done, you know. Don't have any brand cars, but these are pretty detailed, aren't they? Even that Range Rover there, which is very detailed as well. And you got all the cars are based on real models, I guess, yeah. But branded different brands, you know. You got Volkswagen and is that from front of Volkswagen or a Seat? I'm not sure, but that was very familiar with Volkswagen car in front. Maybe a Tigua or something, I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see the ML plates in front, so you can tell they're pretty spot on almost, I guess. Yellow plates in front and back, and these cars you can see. All the vehicles are detailed. They got a vehicle, DOAs driving. They got what's the Passat, isn't it? Golf. You can just tell the cars are pretty much based on real cars. We even got a DAF LF as well driving around. Box truck. It's so detailed, isn't it? I'll just take where we are again. We're heading back to the garage again, passing the garage. The depot, let's just say. Or the depot, if you want to see it. Riding in here as well. Not far from the autobahn, so we'll pick up some speed. So the way we came in earlier actually through Amsterdam in the last video. This is quite detailed, isn't it? Buses are pretty spot on. Only if Bus Simulator 21 was as good as this, you know. That's a bit more arcadey, but this is a bit more simulator, isn't it? This is more like ETS2, just about to say, but on console. The closest we'll probably get to ETS2, I guess. I'll have to give away here, I don't know. I'll just wait for it now anyway. We're on the motorway now. Pick up some speed. wind turbines. It's getting a bit misty now. Overcast, we'll be getting some rain very soon. That's us at 100 kilometers wheel speed. On 12th gear as well. D12, isn't it? D112. So I guess we've got the date set slightly ahead of time at the 3rd of April. We've got dust cats driving as well. I saw them before, dust cats. Bin trucks, dust cats, whatever you want to call them, garbage trucks, they're driving on there as well. Yeah, so we're setting the 3rd of April. Slightly ahead, but I believe we can change the year. So I could set this to January of 2023. But yeah, I don't think you can change the year. I have to check that out. I have to make sure I'll actually try that out, see if I can change the year. Could put this to the 1980s or something. But I believe you can't change the year of the map. What's going on here? I believe you have to set it to this year. But you have to when we do get wet in the year, we'll probably be able to set the dates later for summer. And when I set it to January, you know, you get snow in it, can't you? I've just tried that in January and there was snow on the ground in January, so I'm guessing this is a season. But I've got it set in April, so it's a bit warmer. I wasn't too keen on the snow on the game, so I've decided just to set it further ahead, you know, a bit more wet in the year. It's quite foggy now, isn't it? Probably going to go in front of these vehicles, kind of. UPS again. But they made out UPS vans, obviously. It's like the old Euro Truck Simulator, or Euro Truck Simulator. They have these branded vehicles as well, don't they? We've got some roadworks coming up. Oh. It's gonna merge in here, isn't it? Is that? No, it's fine. I hope it's going to merge in here. Not seen this before, yeah, roadworks. I've never driven on the roadworks before. So you got some that happening, random events. That's quite cool. Quite cool to see all that happening, eh? Look outside. Wind turbines. Slow down a little bit. Oh. All of a sudden. Look at this. I think we've got a bridge up here, haven't we? Train. Should we ever crossing it? There's something happening here. Let's check where we are. Let's see what's going to happen here. There's something happening here or something. Might be interesting. Some boats coming in. Oh, I see what's happening here. It's even a bridge, it's a swing bridge, or if it's something, you know, if it's something to do with a swing bridge, or if it's you'll be turned around maybe, because that's what boats have to brake show us, and you know, it seems like it's a swing bridge that we're here now. It's really strange to see it all of a sudden on the waterway, but that's interesting. So we've got a Dutch flag up there as well, T&L Studios. That's the headquarters up there, isn't it? Just check that's turning. I got a turn. As you can see that, that's going to be quite cool. So even that's quite interesting, It's just all of a sudden a swing bid out of nowhere. Interesting to see. Or if it's stuck like that, but another boat coming or something, I've not even no idea what's going on. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool. Swing bid. See it? That is pretty dope. That. Nice to see some immersion in the game, you know. Definitely like on the road or truck driver. Just random. I guess on like Euro Truck Simulator has something like this in a way. We'll probably only get so far and then the vid will time back out again in a couple of cars' time. Possibly. We'll see. It's going to cause a lot of jam, will probably cause a lot of traffic behind us. Yeah, it's busy. I'll be surprised if it goes stop again. That was really cool. Interesting to see that, eh? It's probably the first proper immersion that we've had in the game, you know. This is interesting as well. We've got a lift, we've got some dams or something here, I'm not sure. Some sort of dam or whatever. We must be coming to another border. This is Dutch flag up there, so we must be heading somewhere. What's that thing in there? Some sort of thing. It's 130 kilometers an hour up here, this is quite fast. All of a sudden just brake again. It's the rest day up here. Might have a wee nap here. In fact, is this a wee viewpoint here? This isn't a rest area. Let's have a wee bit of downtime. Let's have a wee nose at this. Say, game over. That's really cool. What's sort of engine up? How we know this is interesting. Hang on, this is our viewpoint now. Have a wee look at vehicles, trucks what in here. Yeah, you can see this is pretty cool, eh? You don't get this every day. We've got some of this as well. This, an idea. That's pretty cool. Statue. Interesting, eh? Got a caravan up here as well. How do you go inside it as well? That's that. Yeah, that's really cool, eh? Interesting, eh? Interesting to actually do all that. See this all. Don't always do this, don't we? Have these wee bits of landmarks, I guess. We might as well hit the road again. We'll continue further on a little bit. This is interesting, eh? Now I just think about this game now. This game is a lot better on the road than Truck Driver, and you know it's best, I guess. So you know, like, the closer we get for your Truck Simulator as our driving simulator. It seems to be. So Tourist Bus Simulator was a bit of a disaster, and this game seems like it's so much else to do. Whether we get aside in any sec here. Yeah, very interesting, eh? Do you see that every day, don't you? Not in a simulator game. I don't know what that place is called again, but I think it's quite a well-known place. When we get to 130 kilometers an hour, this is pretty fast. DXL van, TML, but DXL, no doubt. We can go a bit faster than a lot of trucks and vans, 100 kilometers an hour. We sort of get in front of a lot of vehicles these days, don't we? Coaches are limited to 100. Speedy big on me. Setting up here, isn't it? Down 70 here. So if all of a sudden we're probably going to be breaking the hard again. Oh, is this another swing bridge? Oh, yes, it is another swing bridge. I just missed it. Interesting, this is really cool. I think this big cool this game is now, eh? Did see all the big highlights. That's probably one of the highlights. There's probably more things to see in this game than there is. That's why it's up there with your trucksimulator, I guess, in a way. There's a colleague there. Give a wee honk there. All of a sudden there's brakes like this, all of a sudden I'm in the fast swing. It's another colleague. Yes, I hope you guys are really enjoying this, eh? Like, you know, quite an amazing game now you think about it. Good feeling here, I think. We'll have a look in some of the service areas, eh? See what they're like. This is probably one here, actually. Yeah, I hope you have it. I hope you are enjoying these games. I mean, there's so much to do, I guess, eh? I don't think these really do much, to be honest, these parking areas when you park in. I just park in and nothing really happens, eh? Where are we just now then? We can probably head further on this autobahn a little bit. Maybe see about here or something. Or to the next fuel station. Service area. We'll just put it park up there. I mean, we're probably quite far from that, so I don't know how long that's going to take. Maybe I'll be well, but we'll head off. Yeah, interesting game, isn't it, eh? Just what you guys have been enjoying this, what do you guys think of this game? Do you think it's better on the road than Truck Driver? Nah, I think about it now, this is definitely better on both games. To be honest, I mean, when we do get the when they keep updating this game more, they should add more buses and more vehicles, you know. I believe they do have Scania license in this game, by the way, the DLC. So they do have Scania coaches in this game after all. So this is quite interesting. interested in thinking drive a Scania, I would have went for Scania. I think that's a DLC bus. I'll see same to some of the trucks in this game, the Scania trucks as well. That's the Scania trucks driving in this game as well. And what Scania branded trucks, so Scania model trucks. Pretty detailed as well. Mercedes as well, Actrosses as well. And then the M-Box trucks. Got lots of trucks driving in this game now. The G-Wagon in front of us. As I was saying about before, the G-Wagons. There's a G-Wagon in front of us. So close now. It's a bit sporadic what range you should go in, because when you're in the fast lane you're not really going anywhere. Cars are not really doing 70 120 kilometers an hour or 100 kilometers an hour. It says 100 in there, but it's a G-Wagon. Through the mirrors as well, the traffic, it's quite cool. But I think I will try and get back to on the road at one of these days, but now just focusing on this game now. I'm going to be playing this game as long as OTR. Just trying to figure out how I can get this game to work properly with passengers. I showed you in the last video that you can only do, when you do the Flex-bus services, you can't really, you have to discover the stops still, don't you? So you're kind of stuck you're kind of stuck until you discover bus stops. Well, don't merge. That guy. So yeah, you do a bit of. You probably, when you do fixed bus services, you probably need to unlock and discover the bus stops before you get to the state that you can actually drive passengers to stops. I could be totally wrong on that one, but I'm kind of stuck. I tried that and nothing really seems to work with the Freeplay, the Flexbus or shuttle services. Yeah. But I really need to try and give it a good try and just see what happens. Hopefully something will happen eventually and I'll try and get passengers on it. I'm just only familiarising myself with the game. I've already played it a couple of times off stream. Just on free play mostly, because that seems like, because you can just get straight in it, can't you, really? I'll show you this now, this is it, you don't really need to bother with all the hassle getting all the, you just stay to drive, Just get into the driving pretty much all of a sudden. This is good. This is what we want. But they're probably going to update the game, because I know they had, I showed you the signs out, the sign posts are a bit funny, aren't they? The signs up and down, like bouncing around. It's probably a wee hot fix. It's one of our colleagues there. It's got another double decker. I don't know what that bus is. It's a Cetra, I think. Oh, banked up there, didn't it? Glad it wasn't in that way, and it was almost everything backed up there, didn't it? It's like on the road again, that had that issue, didn't it? At least we could get the bus at full speed, 100 kilometers an hour. This is pretty quick. We're being able to take a lot of these vehicles, don't we? Because they're limited to 80, aren't they? We're doing 100. We're limited to 100, trucks are limited to 80. Or 85 maybe. So that's how we can get in front of a lot of vehicles quite easily. because we've got 100 km/h limiter. So it's nearly as fast as the car. It's pretty quick. So this is the interior. The interior is quite basic, isn't it, in neoprans to start. I guess in steam wheels pretty basic, isn't it? It's not really much of a symbol. It's like it's recycled or something, eh? There's the Scania there. Another brake again. There's always someone braking, isn't there? And speeding up again. So I'm going to try and cover this game as much on the channel as I can, hopefully. Just stick with this for now, you know, even if we're not doing an actual passenger service. Show you the actual free play, show you the motorways, show you the traffic, show you all the stuff happening, you know. Also you saw that, what happened, that bridge was really cool, wasn't it? And no game would do all that stuff. It's a service area in there, but that's on the other side. It's a big one there. Huge one actually. Probably packing to that one on the other side. So I'll probably show you this now, just stick with Freeplay, so so obviously, you know, some of you really want to just get in straight into the game, eh? Unless I could try and find a way I can maybe try and get into the campaign career mission eventually, but we'll stick with this, you know. We'll pull in this service area. The biggest is probably a big one here. We'll park up here, we'll finish off here I think. I'll have a look at some of the service areas here, the rest areas, see what they look like. They fill up, don't they? How does that feel anyway? Oh. We've got enough diesel. Well, he didn't fill up after all. Stop engine. Yes, just a wee bit of fuel. Might as well show you the fueling. So if you want to do it, then it's just, you don't get your vehicle out on the road, you just fill up here then, I guess. Take a while to fill up. Expensive fuel, eh? There we go, we're filled up. Oh, what's happened here? That's happened to the engine. I think there's something wrong with the bus here. Oh, that's telling me to hold the gear neutral. It's in gear somewhat. That's a bit strange. Maybe try and get ourselves out and come back in the bus again. Probably use that. This is what the fuel station looks like then. Very cool, eh? Let's try it again. I think it receives that. Yeah, that's it now. That's all we need to do is the thing with the engine is to get to the bus and come back in and then we're back in gear. It's happened a couple of times. Oh, you got McDonald's in there, haven't you? This is the big one. You have a camera there, is the problem. I doubt camera, there's none of that in this. Let's pack ourselves up here. We'll just park up here randomly, because they don't do anything, don't they? Let's pack ourselves up. Let's switch the engine off, open the door. The nice scary truck right to be here. 2 scannies. Good detail they are, aren't they? Look at sky cam instead of Slykin instead of Scania. Branded. So it's an F900. That's very cool, eh? The detail in this truck. They could put this as a real truck to in the game. You got another one, you got the small one, you got your top wing cab, and you got a high wing cab. This is your normal V8 and this is a V8. You got V8 on the side of it, so this is a V8. Proper beast. See if you can get in it. No, it doesn't work. It's funny how the trucks have gone. It's funny how the trucks are driving without trailers on this. There used to have trailers, I'm sure, in my previous video. They took trailers out most of the trucks on the highway, but they're showing trailers in the rest areas. Right, we need to try and do that again, don't we? Is that the rain on? There's the rain. Let's maybe show you how the wipers maybe. But yeah, we have Scania trucks. This is your Scanias. If you want to have a look at this guy, if you wonder what I mean about Scanias, this is what they look like close up. Proper cool, aren't they? Even got the sides as well, not got griffin on the side, but it's got fire on the side. You've got a special edition as well. Pretty cool. T80. The 6 versus the 4x2 is not the powerful one, but how about that for a Scania truck? Right on the road a little bit, get in it. So there you have it, there's 2 Scanies. So this will be a good screenshot actually, trucks as well. Let's show you the wipers, I never really show you them. There's a light on the top of this bus, isn't there? You put the ignition in, don't there? That's the lighthouse. Let me check if that light on the top works. The light on the top as well. Does that actually work? Oh yeah, that's cool. Let me show you that. Go at the bus. See if that wiper works. See at the top. That's cool. we got a top deck wiper as well. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they've really thought in this game, haven't they? Thought in this game a lot more than I thought they. But it's quite cool, eh? You know, this is what this is what Fernbus is about, pretty much. It's all about you know, proper busing. I'll big up the server at the car actually. Turn the ignition off. So there, I'm going to probably finish this video off, but there we have it. So there's your map as well, I'm not showing the map. This is the Mercedes. Got the actress, but it's not a brand new in this one. It's not a 6-star on this one. But yeah, there you have it. You've got some good detailed trucks for you there to see at the end of the day. They're really put on all the vehicles, the way for design, detail on the trucks, aren't they? And you think that's a Scania, eh? Quite known that the older Scania is like the older RCs, isn't it? Like the one from 2005, with 5-seater style and 6-seaters. Really detailed, isn't it? So there we have it. Quite detailed. There's the rain as well. The rain looks quite good as well. Quite detailed. The random weather. Also got set in random, so it's like on the road a little bit of this rain, or rain when a bit rains, you know, it's similar. They turn the not in service off as well. They're in the service, they're not in service off. They turn the blind off. Oh, is that on? That's on. Sunny light's not went off. That doesn't matter. Shut this door up. But yeah, we're off on too long, but there we have it. bit of driving there, a bit of motorway driving, a bit of random events happening, a bit of what do you call it, roadworks, a bit of that happening. See this game is quite good. So I'm reckon this game could hopefully be the best sort of driving simulator game we've got on console. I wonder if these guys can make a truck simulator. Then I can see they could do a truck simulator, as you can probably see in front. They can probably make good Scania trucks. The Team L could probably bring out a truck simulator on the console. You can probably see they've got their eyes on trucks, haven't they? As you see, Scania trucks especially. So, no doubt they'll bring a truck simulator to console. That'd be very cool. So yeah, there we have it. As I say, nice driving, highway driving, random events, tourist landmarks to visit, double decker courts, wipers at work. All wipers work over, the top deck wiper works as well, which is cool. Yeah, the really fun game. I was getting myself wet here, standing right here in the parking area. I'll be soaking wet now. So yeah, so thanks again for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll have all the playlists scattered around the screen. Hopefully you can check out the podcast today as well. And yes, I will be back with another Fernbus video for you very soon. So bye for now.